you ready? Oh. Hey guys! How many people I got? 4 people waiting. Anybody there yet? It says live on my iPad. Should I wait until... Oh. Hey guys! How many people I got? 4 people waiting.
Mute that.
I don't know where to mute. Oh, right up here. Hold on, guys. Let me mute this. Okay, there we go. Is that better? Okay. All right, hey everybody. Thank you for joining me on my first official live stream. I know I've had a couple other quick live streams, but this is my first official. So thank you guys for taking the time out to hang out with me tonight. And I just wanted to update you on a couple of things that are going on with my channel. I've got a new format. If you saw video 243, you will have seen the first video that we're going to be using that new format. It's kind of more to the point, a little more entertaining for you guys. Hopefully you'll like it better. Kind of a little more personal touch, and I want to bring you some better content. So hopefully you guys that watched that really enjoyed the new format. And for those of you that haven't watched it yet, go watch it. It's got some really useful tips in there on how to avoid muddy pores, but we'll get into that later. There's also going to be some changes to my video schedule. I normally release videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but now that I'm going to be going live on Sunday, I'm going to just be doing Tuesday and Thursday and then the live. And then what it's going to be is like Sunday is going to kind of be a wrap up from what Tuesday and Thursday's videos were about. So we can chat about it. If you had any questions, if I had like multiple questions about the same thing, I can maybe do the painting and focus on what that issue was, do another painting on Sunday about that one issue. I can try to go into a little more in-depth on other questions you guys have about that as well. And maybe drink a little wine, which I have right here next to me. If you guys want to go get a little wine, take a little drink there, and kind of relax. If it's been a busy week, you can use this time to unwind and then maybe just relax a little bit before the hectic Monday starts again. So if you're wondering about why we're doing some changes, I just want to kind of get a little more personal with you guys as far as helping you learn, and also better content. When I first started, I've always liked to paint, but I used traditionally a paintbrush. I've always had an abstract mind when I painted, and I had gone onto Pinterest to try to find just something different, kind of spark my inspiration, I guess. And I saw a photo, and I loved it immediately. I told my husband I needed to try it, and right from the get-go, I loved it. I was hooked. And as soon as he saw some of my very first paintings that I had done, acrylic pour paintings, he was lovingly pushing me to do a YouTube video. And I honestly was never into YouTube that much. My kids always loved it, and my husband watched it and whatever, so I did, just to kind of appease him. But it just kind of snowballed from there, and I honestly can't thank you guys enough for helping me. I'm almost to 8,000 subscribers. I mean, I thank, my husband too for giving me that, that gentle nudge. But you guys are subscribing, and you're following me, and I have several of you that consistently are responding to me, and we're kind of developing a relationship, I guess, if you will. Julie Rossiter, she's always asking me questions. Karen, I love that you guys think enough of me to ask my opinion. It feels great. So like I said, I never thought this channel would snowball like it has. So those are the reasons, some of the reasons for the changes. Give you maybe a little bit more instruction because, you know, like I said, when I first started, it was on just seeing a photo. And then I actually went to YouTube myself and started watching some videos. And I watched videos. I never really asked questions. I kind of just experimented. I tried new things, and a lot of my older videos you can see that I did. I tried different pouring mediums until I actually found the one that works for me. Now, some of you guys may use the one that I've come up with, but it's not always 100%. If you guys that do acrylic pour painting know that you may have an idea in your mind about what you think you want to achieve on an empty canvas, but you never know, because the other day when I did video 243, I didn't think that this is gorgeous. And I mean, look at the detail in that. I didn't think or know that that would happen, but it did. And that's the cool thing about acrylic pour painting. So if you guys have questions, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to hear your feedback on all of these changes, good and bad. What you like about it, what you don't like, either way, because I want to bring better content for you guys, and just make better videos. So now let's see, we do have a giveaway to take care of. We have quite a few entries, and I need to give this beautiful painting away. This one was, I actually think this was a Boilermaker that I did, and I love it. It's beautiful. My husband actually picked this one out for the giveaway. So what I'm gonna do is, we tried a new giveaway, because in previous I did a couple other giveaways, and we didn't really get, like, the person that won was hard to contact. So actually, you know, it's kind of frustrating that way, because I have this gorgeous painting that someone won and I can't get in contact with them to send it to them. So we tried a new thing. It's called Gleam. And let me get this open here. And everything, if you guys entered, you'll know you go, and there's multiple ways that you enter. So right here, if you guys can see that, right here it says draw winner. So 1, 2, I'm gonna start a countdown. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, let me see what it says. It says, oh, okay, that's not right. It says winners to draw within a date range. One winner picked. How do I do this? Hold on. Okay, there's some technical difficulties. This is our first time using this, so we'll see. Maybe I need to drink some more wine.
One winner's picked with 42 potentials.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? Maybe we didn't set the parameters. Did you find it?
Just hit draw.
Okay, hit that. Well, I already hit draw. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. That's why he's here. He's the brains behind this. Okay, can you see that? Here we go. Try it again. Drawing. Oh, I had to hit it twice. Okay, here we go. It says... What do you think it is?
No way.
Okay, guys, so this is kind of funny.
No way.
So I don't know how can we do this a different way?
We'll just redraw.
How do we redraw?
You
Okay, so you guys, this is funny because my sister, I love my sister. She's, you know, my best friend. Besides my husband, I have 2 best friends, and my sister's been my best friend for the longest. But she won. And we joked about this. I told her, I said, sister, if you win, you can't win because you're my sister. I said, but I'll send you I'll send you something, but this one you can't win. And of course, that's hilarious. All right, so we're going to, oh my gosh, we're going to do this again.
I revoked your RAM.
Oh, my husband, Jen, you're revoked. You got revoked. Okay, here we go. Can you see it? That was hilarious. Okay, ready? This is for reals now, guys. Okay, let's try this again. Carla Binham. Let me show you on the screen there if you can see it.
She's here from Kentucky.
All right. You're with us, Carla? Woohoo. Can you see that, love?
No, it's not in focus.
Okay. All right, well, it's there. So I will get a hold of you through your email, and then she should email me.
We've got her information.
Yeah, we got your information. I'll get in contact with you so I can get this painting sent to you. Again, congratulations, Carla Binham. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, from Kentucky. Beautiful, beautiful place.
Yes, it is.
I got a cousin that lives in Kentucky. Actually, I got a couple cousins live in Kentucky. All right, so, woohoo, that was great. That was that was crazy that actually happened. Is my sister on? She is probably dying. She's probably dying laughing. See, I don't have the comments on here. I can't see the comments on my side. So you'll have to relay those messages. I got my husband working. If you guys watched another thing with the new format, my husband did that video, 243. That's the first editing video that he did for my channel, and it just went crazy. I got like 2,000 views in a day and a half, and I got 100 new subscribers, and all my stats went up. And so guess what? My husband has a new job, so he's going to be helping with all these changes. A lot of the changes are his idea. Also wants me to succeed, of course, and get a better channel and all of that stuff. So I'm glad I have him because he's a lot more technical than I am. So, love you. Anyway, so I guess since we got that done, we're going to switch the camera over. What do you got to do? Okay, we're going to have to, nope, not yet. All right, well, he's doing something. So, Carla, I hope you enjoy your painting. And like I said, I will contact you to get your information, to get that sent to you. It's a beautiful painting, so I hope you love it. Pretty soon we're going to get right into painting. The painting that I'm going to do is sort of related to video 243, this one that I did, talking about how to avoid muddy pores. I wanted to elaborate a little bit with you guys. I knock on wood, I've always had good luck with my pores. I very rarely have I gotten muddy pores. Now, saying that, tonight that I'm live, it will happen. These steps that I use are not 100%, but I've had such good luck with them. So one of the comments that I got on the video 243 for that was regarding the size, the tilting, because tilting is a big one of the big things when you do acrylic pour painting. You don't want to over tilt because it just can create a mess. You get mud, you get all these zigzags. If you want mud and zigzags, do that. If you don't over tilt. And so the comment was that because I used a small canvas, that it wasn't really, didn't really relate. It wasn't proportional. But, however, it is because I used the right proportion of paint for the canvas size. So what I'm going to be doing is using the right amount of paint for a bigger canvas. So, hi guys, hi everybody, I can see you now. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do when we get the camera flipped around, because we don't have two cameras, as my husband said, yet. So apparently he's got plans for another one. But I just want to say hi to everybody. Shauna, Anna, Carla, Julie. I'm so glad you could make it, you guys. Mark, Diana. Let's see, Brenda, Desiree. Oh my gosh, Desiree, she won one of my last paintings. She sent me a photo and it looks beautiful. Crafty Old Lady. Oh, I love that name. Love that. Let's see, who else we got? Okay, that looks pretty good. Did I miss anybody? My sister is not on. I'm going to have to. Mark, I said hi to Mark.
You sure?
Mark Allen. I'll say hi again. Hello from Arkansas, Mark. Never been to Arkansas. Well, I may have when I was younger. I don't remember. We took a train to Kansas. Is that on the way to Kansas? I don't know. I don't remember how the states go. I'm getting old. Can't remember. Anyway, Desiree, you have to let me know how you love that painting. Because it was real. That was actually another Boilermaker. Was that a Boilermaker? Yeah, that was a Boilermaker pour also. That's funny. All right, so we're going to go ahead and my husband's going to change the camera from one tripod to my boom tripod. I'm going to go ahead and get a few things ready while he's doing that, get my apron on. You guys go get a glass of wine, a snack, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I got a few things set up. I got my apron on because I can get a little messy. And just so you guys know, we do have a delay. It's like a 30-second delay. So if I don't respond right away, just give it a few seconds. My husband is kind of watching the comments while I'm going to be doing this. So I'm glad, Desiree, that it's in a place where everybody can see it. Let's see. Okay, cool. Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Roxy. Don't forget to thumbs up. That's right. Thank you. All right, so a couple things before I get started. I want to show you. Now mine are dirty because I've used them all, but I use these bigger thumbtacks. They work great. The ones that I used to use were just the regular size ones, and my canvas was always still so low that when the paint would drip off the edge, it would like drip and then stick to the paper, and it was just a mess. So these ones lifted up quite a bit. You got plenty of room to grab it, and they even work when I'm tilting. You can even hold on to them because they're in there pretty good. So that's one tip. And another tip, I think I've mentioned this before, but this level is one of my best friends. Besides my husband and my sister, it's the level. Because I used to have trouble in the past with my canvas being on level. I do a beautiful painting, I leave the room, I come back, you know, I leave it overnight or even a couple hours, and everything is tilted off because it was unlevel. I bought this at the dollar store. It's got, it's a level, and then it also has the ruler. So I love it. $1. It's great. So those are a couple extra tips. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, this painting I'm doing is going to be a little bit more in-depth with the avoiding muddy pours. I've got a 12 by 12 canvas, and I'm using the exact same colors and just more paint. So I've got my cup here, and the colors that I'm using, I've got the Fine Touch Teal. I also have Soho, and this is Cadmium Red Light Hue. And then a color that I use a lot, it is Folk Art White Pearl. If you guys have watched my paintings, you'll know that this is one of my favorite paints to use. I get such beautiful detail using white pearl so I don't need to use silicone a lot of times. I try to go with different densities of paint to create cells and lacing naturally. So I'm hoping that I get a bigger version of this painting here because it is beautiful. At least I think so. Also, I can't forget about the, I gotta get my gloves on, about the metallic color that I made. That actually was 4 different colors left over from, I don't remember what video. It was a multi tree ring pour, and it had Folk Art 14 karat gold, Deco Art copper, Deco Art bronze, and Deco Art antique bronze. And it's not the regular small bottles of Deco Art. It's these bigger Deco Art Americana Decor Metallics. These, if you want to use metallic paints, are my favorite. The bronze is really my favorite. And I'm out. It's on the way, hopefully. So I mixed it all in this cup, and it turned out beautiful. So I'm not letting that go to waste. So you can see in the 6x6 that I did that it turned out so nice. All right, so I wrote down, I went back and watched my video again, and I wrote down the order that I put the paints in because I'm doing this exactly like I did the first one. I'm going to look at my comments real quick, see who's here, see if anybody new is here. Let's see. Patricia. Hi, Patricia from North Carolina. And Prisemic Simbala. I'm hoping I say that correctly. Welcome. I'm glad you guys are spending your evening with me. I'm going to have a quick sip of wine before we get started, so everybody take a quick sip. All right. I'm drinking my favorite wine. It's a very nice, sweet Moscato. All right. So enough with that. All right. So I am going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start with the teal. And like I said in the video before, picking out your colors is really key. You don't want to, I mean, if you can avoid putting colors together that muddy, that's great. But we all know that that's really not reality, because look at these 2 colors; they look amazing together. So yeah. So also another thing that I kind of left out, was saving for today, was that you don't need 27 colors in one pour to make it beautiful. You can have 4, 5, 6 colors, and it is simple but yet beautiful. So that's another thing. So here we go. I'm gonna add the orange on top of that bronze now, and you can see how I layered the teal, then the white. I put complementary colors in between the colors that you know are gonna muddy. Okay, so that's pretty much the steps that I always have followed, and they have always worked for me. Now, like I said, it's not 100%, but it's never really steered me wrong so far. So I'm gonna stick with what has been working. All right, so let me move these out of the way a little bit anyway. Get this put away. And, I should have just flipped it first. All right, I'm just going to flip first. Normally, if you watch my videos, I know I just flip it, but I'm going to do this time, which is what I did with the other one. So I kind of wanted to do exactly the same thing. All right, let's see. Anybody else here? Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Ginny. Oh my gosh, sister, you missed it. You actually won. And remember we talked about it? I talked about it and just thought it was hilarious. And so we ended up drawing another name. So, sister, I owe you a painting. All right? I won't forget. And Sonia, hello from South Carolina. Love your channel. Oh my gosh, thank you, Sonia. I'm so glad you guys all could show up tonight. I'm kind of at a loss, honestly. I mean, you wouldn't think by the way I just ramble on that I'm at a loss for words, but it's kind of an emotional thing because I didn't really think that I would have this many subscribers or this many people watching. So, all right. So now, anticipation. We're going to go ahead. Well, I'm going to go ahead, but because you're with me, I'm going to go ahead and lift this cup and see what happens. Now, there may be air bubbles in this paint because I was low on my original set, my original mix of paints. So I had to whip up some more this morning, and I can kind of see that there's a few more bubbles in there, but I'm just going to let that sit for a second. Now I'm going to go and take my handy dandy torch. Yeah, pop those. Now I don't really see a whole lot of lacing or anything popping up in this one like I did the other one. Okay, just a ring. The cup always looks so pretty though. I don't know if you can see that because I can't really see what's going on. So let's see. Julie, it's my sister. I have to give her something. But it's funny that we talked about it and we didn't think that would happen. And of course it does, right? All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the white pearl and I'm just going to go around it a little bit. And the reason that I do this, and you guys see me do this a lot, is because it helps the paint spread out. Because this is a dry canvas. Okay, this is not working. I'm going to take the lid off. It's a dry canvas, and a lot of times what happens is the paint will stick, if that makes sense, and it pulls itself under. So that's why I do that. You guys probably think when you see me, she does that all the time. But I do it for a reason. There's always a method to my madness, as I tell my husband. My sister knows. She knows. And I will get her a painting, Julie. I'm always working on stuff for them. We give each other homemade presents all the time. She makes me bath bombs, and I make her paintings. All right, so now I'm going to start moving it. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it in a circle a little bit just to kind of get it moving a bit. I do this a lot with my cloud effect, my ring pours. I move it in a little bit of a circle, obviously, because it's a ring. And I want to kind of maybe keep that shape. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of go back to center a little bit, and I'm going to go off of this edge. Okay, and then kind of back to center a bit more. There's some pretty cells popping up there. I don't want to lose all that orange up there. It's got some pretty cool, soft, almost looks like the sun up there on top. I'm going to just run that off. Okay. I kind of lost a lot of the metallic. It's in there a little bit. It's making an appearance. I'm going to leave that teal corner. I like that. Run that a little bit back to the middle. Okay, I don't know if I'm in there. Okay. Voila. So it did work. So I applied the same rules, I guess if you want to call them rules, if you will, from the small painting. I've got paint everywhere. How do I have paint up my elbows? I applied those same rules from the small canvas to this big canvas. And there's no mud, guys. So there may be a couple air bubbles because this paint didn't get to sit long enough, but there it is. And you can see this is really cool right here because there's like cells underneath, and then there's like this really like the iridescent white kind of blended over top of it. It looks really cool. I like that. I still got some I got cells, but I also got some lacing underneath, some real fine lacing through here, and this looks almost like a sun. I love that. It's very cool. I would buy your bath bombs. Sister! Desiree, buy it. See, we can start. We got a family business going on here.
See Charlie's coming up.
Charlie, love it. Thank you, Charlie. Ginny, oh, you're just saying that. You're just saying that, sister, because you're trying to butter me up for that painting I owe you now. I probably do owe you some more. You sent me a lot of soaps before. So, but Christmas is coming. Don't worry. Your box is getting full. Oh, thank you, Carla. Oh, Carla, the winner. Very pretty. Thank you so much. Oh, look at how those cells are developing kind of nice. And these are all natural. I did not use any silicone. I've always been, from when I first started, you know, I thought the cells were cool, honestly. And I used silicone, but I never really liked it, honestly. Well, I said that already. But I was more into using alcohol. And the alcohol, I haven't used actually in quite a while, but it helps promote lacing. And I love lacing. It's probably my favorite, used to be before cells. But I love the look of a natural cell. I don't know if some of you, maybe I'll do a video on that, what a natural cell looks like compared to, I don't want to say, you know, it's not organic because you're adding, so an organic cell versus a non-organic cell, you can tell, at least I can tell the difference. Not that they're not pretty, and not that, you know, it's not just as nice, but it's just my preference. I do still use silicone just for to show you guys stuff, but my preference is to get cells organically, and these are all natural cells. And then the natural lacing. I love, love, love. And this color combination is amazing. So you guys should try this and email me your results. I'd love to hear how if you can get good results like this too using my steps. Another that I not that I forgot to tell you, but I was gonna wait till the live stream to let you know that another factor is the consistency of your paint. If you have runny, watery paint, you are going to get mud every time. You're going to get zigzag, and like I said, if that's what you're going for, zigzag, which I've done some like that on purpose to get movement, but if you don't want that, make it a little thicker. Now, I'm not saying like, you know, I don't know, pudding. That's a little thick, all right? You're not going to get anywhere with that. You're going to have probably a nice textured painting, but you're not going to be able to move it. So, which is the whole point of acrylic pouring. You want to pour it and you want to manipulate it until you get something beautiful. And mud is not. Well, it might be. Pigs like it. Pigs look cute with mud on them. All right, let's see. Got any more comments? Let's see, Jenny. Sonia, thank you. Carrie Belcher. Hi, Carrie. Better late than never. Julie. Oh, thanks, Julie. I got my cloud effect mix down to an art Am I talking too loud, love?
Well, it's just the microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Right
The mic is right by my iPad. I forgot. So sorry for yelling. I'm just excited. How do you do alcohol? Well, right now I'm drinking it. It's in my wine glass. It's a Moscato. But no, serious.
Apparently a little too much.
Little too. Anyway, Brenda, the way that I use alcohol, I have it in a little spray bottle, and when I'm layering my paints, it's an old, this spray bottle is an old Bath and Body fragrance mist spray bottle, and I just rinsed it out, and I put isopropyl 90%, wait, is it 91? 91%. And when I put my paint in my cup, I put the whatever color, and I just put a squirt or two, and then I layer it. I layer it in between my paints. And the cool thing about alcohol is that it evaporates. So you don't, when you clean your painting, you don't have to worry about the oil, because with the silicone, that's a nightmare sometimes to clean. I mean, I've used cornstarch, I've used baking powder, baby wipes, Dawn dish soap, Honest brand dish soap. I've used a bunch of different kinds of dish soaps, and you can get it off of there, but it's just, to me, it's an extra step that I don't like to do. So the alcohol creates gorgeous lacing. I wish I had one in here. I think I have some of those that I've got really good lacing without in my living room, but it's just gorgeous lacing. So that's how I use it. You can also, you can also mix it in when you're making your colors. You can put, a couple drops, mix it right in with your colors. And you don't really have to worry about over mixing like you do with silicone. Sometimes you over mix it. You just put it in there and give it a stir and you're good. So hopefully that answered your question. Might have been long-winded, but that was it. Take it back. Diana Young, excited to visit your channel. Love your talent and personality. Oh, you know what? Thank you. And I have to tell you a story. When my niece, she's now 15, when she was like 6, and my sister, I don't know if you remember, I think I was at your house, Jen, she told everybody that my aunt, well, Titi, they call me Titi, my Aunt Tracie, is very likable. She's a very likable person. So I've always stuck by that if there's, by chance that someone just doesn't like me, I just say, my niece says I'm a very likable person. And she still says that now. So it's got to be true. Kids don't lie. When you're 6, they don't lie. She didn't lie. I'm going to go with that anyway. So let's see. Diana, pour in a glass and slowly drink. Yes, that's how I do it. Do you use a spray bottle or mix in? I hope I answered that. I use a spray bottle and I spray it in and mix it in. You can do it either way. That's the cool thing about acrylic pouring. Try it. If you don't like it, you scrape it and you reuse the canvas. And if you're just starting out, you don't have to use expensive paints. You can start out with, like cheaper deco art. We've got folk art. Craft Smart, I think, is the Michaels brand. People use Apple Barrel. I've never really used Apple Barrel. Like for other craft painting on like ceramics or whatever, yes. But as far as the acrylic pouring, I haven't. But you can. I know people do until you kind of get the hang of it. And then you can buy a little bit more expensive paints. One paint that I really liked from the beginning was the Fine Touch from Hobby Lobby. They had a sale on this, I don't know, it was a year and a half or so ago, and I went and bought a ton. And I love their colors. The texture of the paint is so creamy. It blends in, because sometimes if I'm using and I use Artist Loft a lot, but I've had trouble with other paints. I don't want to just call out Artist Loft, but because I love their metallic line. But you go to mix it and it's kind of clumpy. The Fine Touch, never. It is just, it's beautiful. Another brand that I really like is Soho. and they're mid-range. They're not really expensive. There's also Lucas is another brand that I just started using, and I really like theirs too. And then of course you've got, you know, your Goldens, which I've actually just got. Just within the last, you know, month or two. I haven't actually even used them yet. So I'm probably going to do a video on just the Goldens because I'm curious to see. I love Liquitex brand. And of course, if you have followed me, my pouring medium that I use, and I forgot to kind of tell you guys, but the pouring medium I use is Liquitex Floetrol and water. And I use 60% Floetrol, 30%, or excuse me, back up, 60% Liquitex pouring medium, 30% Floetrol, and 10% water. And that mix has kind of evolved. I started with Floetrol and water, just probably like everybody else. Never been a fan of glue. Not to say anything negative about glue. I may do a tutorial on it one day. But Liquitex is, for me, amazing. I just love it. And adding that little bit of Floetrol just helps it glide a little better. So that's what I do. That's how I get these really good results. All right, so let's see. What's the best way to avoid cells? Well, you know what? That's really a good answer. Kind of pay attention to your paint densities. Have paints that are kind of the same density, because if you have a lower density and a really high density, that's probably going to help create cells. That's why using the Folk Art White Pearl is a very less dense paint, and that's why I get the natural cells. And don't add anything else. Don't add silicone. So you'll avoid that for sure. Let's see. Future video thought. Yes, Julie. What's on sale? What's on sale, Julie? They're on sale now. Which ones? Yeah, Floetrol. Floetrol can cause cells too. Yeah. So, thank you, Carrie. So use you can use Liquitex straight by itself. And one thing about Liquitex is if you do a painting, and I don't know if I've done a video on this, and I probably will, is a pour with Floetrol and water and a pour with silicone, or excuse me, with Liquitex pouring medium. It is really a night and day difference on how they dry. A painting with Floetrol, not that it's not beautiful, and you're probably gonna varnish it, so it'll be shiny again. But the colors usually dry kind of dull. They lose their vibrancy, I guess. When you have a painting with Liquitex pouring medium, it dries beautiful. It even feels soft, if you will. It's weird. You just touch it and it's like, oh my gosh, it feels so soft. The colors stay truer. It's really, really nice. So if you guys ever have an opportunity, if you have a coupon from Michael's or something, just buy a small bottle and give it a try. It's really, really nice. Let's see, $4 and some change for those 50 jars. Oh yeah. That's the Fine Touch. Yeah, it's a really good paint. Soho. Yep, Carrie. That's where I get mine. Is from Jerry's. Good price. They always have a good prices on their paints. They have sales all the time. So. Julie, oh really? Because Floetrol is usually helps create cells, but lucky you if you don't want them. And let's see, yeah, Floetrol, yeah, it does dry a little cloudier, and so that's why it took me a while to get the mix that I got to, because like this one here. You can see that it dried really nice. The colors are still, I mean, it's a little darker. I mean, if you can see it, can you see it like that next to the wet one? No, darn it. Well, maybe if I hold it up, I don't know if that's going to show. But
hold on, do that again. Yeah.
Right here, can you kind of see it? I don't want to drop anything on the painting, but no, my luck. Oh, there we go. I can see that. I don't know if you can really kind of see. There, you can see that. It's beautiful. The colors are still really nice. So now, of course, I'm going to seal. I seal all of my paintings. Forgot who won. Carly. I wanted to say it was Carrie, but it's Carly. Yeah, all my paintings, I seal them with Winsor & Newton Professional Gloss Varnish. It's a spray varnish, and I usually put 3 coats on, sometimes a 4th if I think it needs it, but I am a big texture person, so I don't mind seeing canvas. I don't mind seeing, if the paint was a little thicker in certain areas. I like seeing that, and for me, a spray varnish seals the painting like it should be, but yet it still lets you see the texture of the painting. So I'm a big fan of that. That's what I use all the time. Now I have used Liquitex gloss varnish on some of my smaller ones. So, ooh, thank you. So, Vibrant too. Yep. Liquitex pouring medium and varnish. Julie, yes. Okay. Yeah, Julie, the fine touch paints are just really nice. I have quite a few. The teal is one of my favorites.
Did you ever tell them how we got those?
I don't know if I did. Well, I told them they were on sale, but it was about a year and a half ago, and I had seen on Facebook that someone said that their Hobby Lobby had the fine touch paints on sale. And so I was waiting, and I finally called mine, and I asked them, and the guy there said, I just put them on sale. I got my husband were you home from work that day or what? And I went and got him immediately out of his office, and I was like, we have to go to Hobby Lobby right now. And I bought like 50 jars. I mean, that could be a little exaggeration, but it was...
It was like 87.
No, it wasn't.
We cleared them out.
Well, okay, we didn't take all the paint. I wasn't that greedy, but we took a lot. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, you left
I'm
Battleship
gonna
Gray.
take a drink of wine with that.
You left Battleship Gray. That's what you
I did leave gray. I do remember. I think I may have left an orange or two and a green, but I love orange now.
We're going to flip the camera.
Anyway, so let's see if we got any. Julie, bought them all. Yes, they're really good.
I'll flip them.
Okay, so apparently my husband wants to flip the camera back to the other tripod. And I'm going to get another drink. This painting is really soft. Like, this has got more... Well, I guess it really doesn't. It's got some really soft areas. It's kind of getting warm in my studio here, love. Oh. Yeah, I guess I can sit down now. I hope you guys are enjoying your evening. Oh, that's a bad shot. All right, so I hope you guys got some useful information. Uh-oh. Another good tip to have is a good set of tweezers right here. Oh, man. Right in the... I'm going to have to fix that now. It's right where it's starting to dry. Got to do surgery. Huh. I can't grab a hold of that. Okay, I had a good set of tweezers. These might go in the trash now.
Roxy wants to know if they can do a close-up. Sure.
Yes, we can. I had a dog hair in this painting, Maximus. It was either Maximus or Mittens, the cat. All right, so you gonna do a close-up of that then?
You can.
You have to.
Okay.
Okay, yes, we're gonna do a close-up.
I'll attempt it.
He's gonna attempt it. Hopefully he doesn't drop the canvas or the camera on my paint.
Yeah, don't drop the
painting.
canvas on the camera.
That wine is delicious. You know it, sister. It's my fave. Do you want to see a close-up of the painting or the wine? Because I can do both.
It's about as close as I dare to
I
get.
hope that's it.
And there'll be pictures posted.
And I will post some pictures on my Facebook page. I may do a dried result video, a dried result of the big one and the small one, just so you guys can see how they look dry. But definitely on my Facebook page. Oh, duh, the wine. Well, I'll show you the wine too. This is my favorite wine. They used to sell it at Olive Garden, and that's where I first had a taste of it years ago. Years ago. I don't want to give away my age, but years ago. Anyway, as soon as I took a drink, I was hooked. I love it. And now Publix carries it, and it was on sale last week. So
You ended up getting free.
I bought a couple bottles. They rang it up wrong, so I got 2 bottles for free. Yay me! And I didn't know that they carry a red Moscato, and I love a red Moscato. There's another brand that I like that ABC Fine Wine and Spirits carries. It's a red Moscato. I love that. I'll probably drink that another time. So anyway, that's a good wine. If you like a sweet wine, that Moscato is really good. All right, so hopefully you guys learned something today, and I know I'm always learning stuff about this type of art because you go into it with maybe certain expectations, and it doesn't always work out that way. That's the cool thing about acrylic pouring. It's abstract. I love abstract. My mind is abstract. It's a little crazy, and look, I got paint.
It is.
My husband just agreed. Here we go. Diana Young, add a little Liquitex pouring medium, varnish, with Floetrol and just a bit of water. It seemed to work great for all types of pours. Yep. Yeah, you just have to adjust the consistency. I'm telling you, for me, the Liquitex is key. And I still use Floetrol. And there's some things that if I'm experimenting, like I did quite a few videos on Arteza, and I had a heck of a time with Arteza. Let me tell you, it just wanted to crack, and it was sort of a nightmare. But I finally figured it out after, 5-6 different attempts. I see a fuzz. Oh, don't go on my painting. I finally figured it out. And GAC 800, if anybody has trouble with crazing, cracking, as long as it's not, like your room's too cold, your paint's too thick, you dried too fast, those are normal things. But GAC 800 was key for me. So if you're using Arteza paints, try to add just a little squirt. That's all I add is a generous squeeze, if you will, into each color. But their line of pearl paints is great. I love their little tube pearl paints. They have amazing colors. I wish they kind of sold them separately in bigger pouches, but they don't right now. So anyway, so that's that. I mean, I could probably go on and on about different paint companies and all that. We'll save that for another Sunday, another bottle of wine. So let me see if anybody's, thank you about my nails. It's become a thing. I didn't realize that people would really pay attention to my nails like they do, and I did break one, so tomorrow I'm getting them done, probably Halloween nails, but yeah, I always love getting my nails done regardless. It's very relaxing, whatever. That's a whole nother story. But let's see, one more. Let me go through. Carrie always looks at my nails. It's art too. It is. Yeah, I mean, I kind of went simple this time with some polka dots, but we'll see what we can come up with tomorrow. So I want to just recap really quick on changes. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on the new format. If you saw video 243 that I did of this, I don't know if you can see that, this painting. And I don't know if I said that was my husband's first attempt, and he hit it out of the ballpark. It was amazing. Some of the newer videos, I shouldn't say it was first attempt at editing. He did my intro video, or my welcome to my channel video, And I got emotional. I thought it was fabulous. I love it. I love it. I love it. So he wanted to kind of take on more editing videos, and I let him go with it, and he did great. So if you guys have any questions about it, let me know. Let's see. Have you seen the turquoise deep from Master's Touch? I have not. I've only used a couple different Master's Touch colors. I think I've used white and I'm not sure. But somebody commented about another color. Can I go back up through these? I want to try. I have not tried the golden. Somebody asked about the golden. The red. I have not tried it yet. But it looks amazing. Where is it? I don't know if they'll be able to see this up close. But it is a beautiful red, and I cannot wait to try this. It is gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. So I'm hoping you guys could see that. So, no, I haven't tried it, and I can't wait, though. Let's see. And yes, Diane, thicker for ring pours seems to help. I've done a few Dutch pours. It's not that I don't like them, because I do. They're beautiful. But they're really, some people have a certain technique that's their favorite, and that one is really not my favorite. A ring pour, my husband says I'm excellent at ring pours. I love a cloud effect ring pour. I love a wandering or traveling. I think some of you guys call it an angel pour or something. Those are my favorite. I'm the queen of ring pours, I think. I get such really nice defined lines. And also, I get a nice detail in there. And I really think it's because of my paints tend to be a little bit thicker than some other people. I've had a lot of comments that say, your paint's so thick, your paint's so thick. I'm having great results with the consistency of my paint, so I'm not changing it. So again, back to this painting, if you're getting mud, your paint may be too thin. So thicken it up a bit. Not a ton, just a little. Love the lacing. Let's see. Close up on the nails too. Oh, well, I got a broken one.
No, we got one.
Oh, you got one. Oh, you already got one. I got two broken ones actually. Yeah, Julie. Yeah, I can't do a Dutch pour to save my life. I can do them. It's just not. They're not as fun to me. So, but they are beautiful. I've seen some amazing Dutch pours. I'd like to see some of yours, Julie. Though you should email me some. I can see them. I'm looking for Angel White and don't know where to buy it. Any of y'all know? Angel White. I don't know. Do you know? I'm not sure what brand that is. Too short. Yep, still too short.
Stop watching that video.
Still too short. Yep. Ring clouds are my favorite too, but I have a bucket list of techniques. Oh my gosh. My list, I keep writing notes and more notes and more notes and more notes. I have lists and lists of different ideas, plus the video I did where I went to the store with the too short and got my new, some of my new gadgets. I still have to do this one. You didn't see. I still can't open it. My gosh, did you super glue this shut? I had such a hard time in the store opening it. That's why there was a take two. I think he came in and glued it shut. Anyway, I have a bunch of gadget pours I want to do. And then I'm going to do a video on my cloud effect mix because I know a lot of people like that. And I've gotten such good results with that cloud effect mix. And hopefully you guys will join me for that one. I'm not sure when that one's going to be, but it'll be coming up soon. So anyway, any more comments about the format? This was actually fun. I was so nervous, guys. I was really nervous. I did a couple other lives, but this was like my first official, to kick off the new format and the new schedule again. There won't be one out tomorrow. It'll be Tuesday and Thursday. And I think my husband's working on, I'm not sure if it's going to be a two-parter. He may combine it to one, but it's a Halloween colors, some white, black, and orange. So we'll see. That should be this week now, unless he changes it. So it's not etched in stone, guys. Just, it's maybe. Hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed because they're really cool. The two that I did are really, really cool. So, yeah, I'm just super excited that you guys could all show up, and this is really fun. I'm really excited, and I'm surprised we got no dogs barking. I've got 5 dogs in my house now. It's a little crazy right now. I've got 2 new additions to the house. The grandkids are here visiting for 4 months because their dad got deployed. So we all of a sudden picked up 2 furry grandkids, and the 3 existing ones don't really care for them yet. So we're in transition right now. So we had to keep everybody separated tonight, and I'm really happy that we had a kind of a drama-free night. Hazel didn't come in, act all crazy, and she likes to be on camera, though. I think that's the thing. She just wants to be everybody to see her because she is pretty cute. So let me see some final comments. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Great job, sister. Oh, awesome. Oh my gosh. And I'm so glad that I told my husband that the one comment that I got that my pour wasn't proportional or relational because of the size, I said, so this is going to be the night that everything's going to go wrong. Well, for one, the internet went out at like 5:30. So I was freaking out. My stomach was already in knots, so I was a little freaked out. We got that situation handled. It was a power outage out here where there's no storm. There's no nothing. It's sunny and 90. I mean, I don't know. So anyway, that got handled. And then of course, I drew my sister's name, which who would have thought that would have happened? So I told him, I said, yeah, I'm going to get mud. I'm going to follow all of my steps that I'm telling all of my peeps to follow, and then I'm going to get mud. And thank you, Jesus. It didn't happen. It's a beautiful painting, and I'm glad you guys all liked it, and I'm glad you guys got to hang out with me and enjoy the evening, and yeah, all that. Let me see. Really, really awesome. Will dry pretty much the same color. It should pretty much dry the same color. I'm not sure if you guys can see. I'm going to hold. This is the one I did on Thursday. This is the one I did on Thursday. And it is pretty close. I mean, it darkened maybe just a touch, but it's pretty close to the wet one. I can't move the camera again, but I'll show you guys both when they're dry, but it looks pretty much the same. And it feels, like I said, if you can feel it, it just feels soft, and that's the Liquitex. That's what it does. And if I go on about Liquitex, it's just because they're not paying me. I wish they were, but they're not, because I use a lot. I order it by the jug. The big gallon jug, which, by the way, is a pain in the butt. I need to write them and figure out how to put a spout on that lid. Why does it have to be so hard to get the Liquitex out of that gallon jug? I don't know, or bucket. It's craziness. I have to have my husband help me. The last time, he didn't even realize how hard it was because of these suckers. I can't. You've got to get in there and you got to pry it open with a screwdriver and a hammer, a claw hammer. It's a nightmare. So I may do a video on how to open a jug of that. My husband had a good idea, so we may do that. So look for that in the future. Let's see. Live went great. Glad I made it. Thanks for sharing your time and talent. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. Really, thank you guys for subscribing, for commenting, for entering the giveaway. And I'll get that painting out to you. I got your email address, so I'll get that right out to you. I'll get in contact with you. I do have to cover the back yet. I paper the back, and I put wire on it, so it'll be all nice and ready to hang when you get it. And that's that. So how not to open? You can't open it. It's crazy to try to open. I mean, I just wish I had a gun and shoot a hole in it and then put a cup underneath it and catch it as it squirts out like a tap. That's it. Like you tap a maple tree. You put a tap in it. That'd be great. I'm pending. Don't you dare. Nobody take that idea. I'm calling Liquitex right now. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. And watch for my videos coming up Tuesday and Thursday. And I will see you again next Sunday. Bye.